Hi, welcome to our energetic reading for late January 2018. Now I broke these readings down into the 4 elemental groups. So earth, air, water, and fire. Feel free to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos. It is a general reading, so see what feels right for you. See which signs, symbols, bells, whistles, messages, energies resonate to you and bring you clarity to what you're wondering, concerned, confused, inquiring, dreaming, praying about. We are all psychic. We're all children of God. We're not all going through the same thing at the same time, at the same pace. This could clarify the past, shed light into the future, or be right in sync with the now. In the end, always use your logic and intuition together to make sound decisions based in love for the highest and greatest good of everybody. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. And if you get a chance, try to check out the musical playlist I put below. See if there's something personal for you in the songs, the videos, the lyrics, or just enjoy the tunes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I hope you enjoy the reading. See you in a moment. Hi, welcome air signs. This is a reading for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what kind of energy is coming through for the end of January 2018. We're going to start the reading with the numerology cards. Let's get some clarity for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, our higher self, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. We'll start with one card, get some overall advice and wisdom for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra for the end of January 2018. One card to help us out. Energy coming through for air signs. Oh, wow. So, air signs, the energy coming through is a happy ending. 93. That makes me think of the 12, which makes me think of the Hanged Man, which is a pause or a break or thinking outside the box in something so that you can be creative, which brings us to the 3. The 3 energy is a creative energy. So there's a pause or a break or a change in direction somewhere so it can take you to the right place, to have that right outcome that you really desire, not that you think you want. So perhaps there's a letting something go so it can evolve naturally, or divine timing can really come through. And you realize once you get there, that's really where you want to be. So there's an allowance here. Letting it go so it can unfold as it should. I just thought of the lotus, something unfolding. So perhaps not try to push so hard. Just follow the little signs that come through you, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I just thought of a light bulb. So when you have a light bulb, an aha moment, an idea, something, write it down, put it in your phone, put it on your refrigerator, somewhere so you can see that idea again and know when you should act upon it. I feel like there's an idea and then an acting upon it later. So maybe it's piece by piece. Happy ending. Know that in the end, it's going to come through as it should. You're going to be happy with how it turns out later, even if it maybe doesn't feel like that along the way. Sometimes we end up taking a shortcut, or we go through the back roads, the long way, through the woods, you know. I have no idea why I just thought of, it was a really weird song to come through, air signs. I just thought of June is Busting Out All Over from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Carousel. That's a really weird one. Maybe there's something in that song, in the musical. I'll put it below in the playlist. What was I saying? It was in the backwoods. So maybe there's a different direction that you ended up on to take you to the proper outcome. So many paths can lead us to the same destination, or sometimes you head towards a certain destination and you find out that there's a better path for you along the way, a detour that brings you to where you really want to be. Let's get more information, more clarity on the happy ending for air signs. Number 93. Let's, I have the animal oracle cards, so let's pull one of these. Let's get clarity on happy ending for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I keep hearing detour. So maybe you think things aren't getting anywhere, but they're really working out behind closed doors. Maybe somebody else isn't ready for a certain situation that you are in, and somebody else needs to go on a detour to come back around and meet you back on your path. I hope that made sense. I see a map, like those little tiny footprints moving along in different directions and then meeting up at different points together. So maybe I see like footprints are important. All right, let's pull another card for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Oh, well, you have the mouse coming through. So those are details that you are overlooking. So read the fine print. Read in between the lines. Perhaps pay attention to someone's actions, not necessarily their words, but maybe be clear and direct in your communication. You're overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. Pay closer attention to the details. I don't know why I just thought of a beautiful, like tailored shirt that has maybe like the detail is in the stitching. So pay attention to what is fraying or what's coming apart, and maybe do a double stitch. I don't know why I'm getting sewing. This is not for everybody, but it makes me think of when you sew a pair of pants or a shirt, you put a couple extra back and forth stitches in the crotch so they don't rip, or the underarms. So maybe pay attention to the details. See where things wear away easy, and put a little extra glue in that area, or a little extra attention in that specific relationship. If something's coming undone, maybe give it a little extra attention, a little extra time on your part. Overlooking some important details, so pay closer attention to what's going on. Listen, observe, hear. Maybe if somebody needs to speak, maybe they're not on their big soapbox. Maybe they're not very loud or direct. So you need to give somebody the chance to say everything they need to first. All right, let's get clarity on the mouse and number 93 for air signs. We're going to move along to a new deck of cards I have. This is the Sashirobito Tarot. Let's get clarity for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra for the end of January. Paying attention to the details, reading in between the lines. It makes me think of somebody speaking in front of a large audience, and sometimes yelling does not get the attention. The yell just blends into all the noise going on. Sometimes it's the whisper that gets the most attention. So perhaps you can get through by quiet means, you know, maybe through the back door, maybe by not being so loud, by being, I'm getting like a whisper energy. So let's get more clarity for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra for the end of January. Oh, that made me think of Careless Whisper by George Michael. Maybe there's something in that. I'll put that in the music playlist below. It's a good song. I like that one. All right, one card for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. And we have the Page of Wands coming through. So this could be that idea that gets you excited to do something. This is a little fireball kind of energy coming through. So it could be an actual person that you know, a fire-like sign. I mean, here she has crazy fiery red hair. It actually looks like fire. She also has a big flame. It makes me think of that flame that you can see when you text somebody. So maybe pay attention to maybe not the words in a text, but the emojis that they use. This could be a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries energy, but it doesn't have to be. It's that little fireball that's passionate to do something. This card actually makes me think of Gwen Stefani for some reason. So, and I just thought of bath water. So I'll put that below. You guys got an interesting playlist going on. So that little fireball in your world. Look out for this little fireball coming through. If it's a person, it's usually a younger person or a younger energy about an older person. It could be an older person that loves to do activities. I'm getting like somebody older that loves to ski or play sports, or I just saw like a jet ski even. So something to keep you young. Physical activity. Maybe for you guys, it's getting outside and doing some physical activity, something that gets you excited, gets the blood pumping, you know, the juices are moving is important. Maybe that idea comes when you're outside doing something and not sitting down trying to make it happen. I get like an event. So maybe something sporting event. Maybe this is even, it could even be yoga. It could be active meditation that comes through. So maybe it's not just stagnant energy. It's moving energy that gets those ideas flowing, or I'm getting like an itchy energy. So maybe you're itchy to do something, or somebody around you is itchy to do something with you. Maybe you were invited to something and somebody's really excited and you're not so sure about if you want to do it. Maybe it's just going and trying it out, trying something new. Page of Wands. This could be a child wanting to sign up for something new, getting into something new, having to have that new gadget or thing or whatever, or a new friend in their world. This could be you with a new friend in your world as well. Somebody that all of a sudden you have like, you know, a buddy to do some activities with. And together you feel young. You know, you feel like you're like a kid again with this person. Like you could do anything. I'm getting fearless energy with this person. Bold energy, just taking it on, taking the bull. Maybe there's a Taurus. I'm thinking of like a bull by the horns kind of energy. But don't rush too much, you know, pay attention to the details as well. Maybe you need to read the fine print about something before you rush into it because it seems like a good idea. Not everything that's a good idea needs to be jumped upon. Sometimes you need to sit back and think about that good idea, sleep on it, and make sure when you wake up in the morning, it is still a good idea. So I would say play it by ear, you know, get excited about something, that's good. But perhaps if it is something you need to sit on for a little bit, maybe just sit on it, pay attention, call the people you need to, look up the information you need to, make proper plans. I just thought of a vacation. So it could be a spur of the moment thing, or you need to take that spur of the moment idea and make good detailed plans accordingly. All right, let's get more information on this Page of Wands coming through for Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. We're going to move to the Archangel Tarot, get some clarity for air signs on the Page of Wands. Sometimes I see the page as a person, and sometimes I see the page as information that comes through, or an opportunity. I'm getting texts, so it could be somebody that you've wanted to hear from, and finally that text that came through, that email came through, that page of information is in front of you. It could be just opening up the right book and opening up to the right page and having the right answer that you were wondering about right in front of you. Getting like synchronicity kind of thing. Like you were just wondering about that, and there it is, right in front of your eyes. Pay attention to that. Synchronicities that occur, perhaps things that occur more than once, or ideas that pop into your world more than once. That's God. That's the universe telling you, hey, this is a good idea. And if you didn't hear it the first time, maybe it's going to come through again. Hey, this is a good idea. You should act upon that. So if something keeps coming more than once into your world, pay attention, write it down, and perhaps pursue it. All right, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Let's get another card. Clarity for the end of January 2018. And we have the 8 of Ariel. So there's the books. So opening up that book or getting really into something in one particular book. The 8 of Ariel is like the 8 of Pentacles. It's like the apprentice that gets lost in their work, which is an exciting thing. It's getting into something so much that you're almost like timeless in that situation. You're not bored and falling asleep on the pages here. You're into whatever it is. You can't wait to get to the next chapter, you know, to the next lesson. So this is allowing yourself the time, putting away the time, making the time to get immersed in something, to study something new, to get into something that you've always wondered about or that you've always been into and go further with it. It's an apprentice energy. It's sometimes putting a lot of energy into something that you don't necessarily get back in a direct means right away. So an apprentice might get an education, but you're putting a lot of time into something, or like if you're a student teacher or something like that, you might not necessarily be getting paid for that situation, but the education you're getting from it is so valuable that it's going to make a difference in your world later. So let yourself get immersed in something that you care about. This could be you helping somebody else, pointing them in the right direction of something that they want to learn about. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. Pursuing something farther, learning more about it. You know, it might even be signing up for a class, signing up for school again, pursuing something that you're interested in the beginning that might divert you. Maybe that's that detour that comes later. Eventually you end up meeting the right person that directs you to what you really are supposed to be doing or where you're really supposed to be learning. Sometimes you sign up for that first thing and it gets you on the right map, on the right course that eventually takes you down a different road to get you somewhere else. So allow yourself to find that path, to walk along it, even if in the beginning you don't exactly know where you're going to end up. Once you open that book, once you start in that chapter, it takes you somewhere new. It takes you to a different book you would have never heard about had you not started with that or had that conversation with that person. So when you feel like pursuing something educationally, do it. 8 of Ariel. This is also the more you do, the better you get. In the beginning, it might feel a little awkward, like you're not so good at it. You don't know what you're doing so much, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes, the more natural it becomes, and the better you get, the more detail is put on that particular thing. All right, let's get one more card to sum up the reading for the end of January 2018 for Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Clarity on doing a good job. This could also be a promotion. So, I mean, you could be very good at your job and then all of a sudden you're asked to be boss or to move into a different position in your same job or do a different job in a different department in a different wing altogether, and all of a sudden you feel like you're new again or you have to relearn something, but you're going to be good at it. It's going to take you where you need to be. I'm getting awkward feeling. So don't worry about feeling a little awkward if you were good at one thing and all of a sudden you have to bring something new into your world. Or maybe this is you as the boss recognizing somebody around you. It could be you recognizing something awesome in your kids as well and helping them pursue something new even though they're in an awkward stage in the beginning. There's an encouraging energy here. You know, like a gentle encouragement, words of encouragement. Let's see. Let's get one more card for 8 of Ariel, which is the 8 of Pentacles, the mouse. Happy ending, and Page of Wands. This could also be leaving one job, you know, to pursue an education, or to be in a different position in your same job, do something else. So a happy ending could be, you know, leaving one situation so that you can open the door to a new situation in your world. So it's an ending that brings you to a happy place. Sometimes endings are weird because they create big changes everywhere else in our life. So just know, after you get over the uncomfortable change part, the transition time, it's going to take you to a place where you feel relief. I'm getting like relief, like a better schedule, something like that. All right, let's get one more card for Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And we have 12. That's cool, because that brought us to a 12 before. So that's like a chance to think outside the box, a chance to do something different, a pause, so it can bring you to a different place and be creative. So you can feel creative. The Finch. You see this card. All right, let's see what Finch is. There's a lot of yellow energy coming through. Yellow and fiery energy. And these 3 in particular. So let's see. 12 is Finch. I am Finch, the diversity of experience. I am a million facets of reality. I am an internal spectrum of color. I exist in myriad ways and bring the magic alternatives. So maybe that's that alternative path, a different direction than the one you thought you were going to go. I am the high energy of restless anticipation. I am the new direction of choice. I am the clue that it's time to switch things around and sample the flavors of life. Spice it up. Oh, I'll put something by the Spice Girls for you down below. Spice it up, change the colors, take the road never traveled. Oh, that's cool. That's like that path that I saw before, the map, the footsteps going in a different direction that no one has ever gone. Go a different way, not the same way. You know, even if you're in the back roads and the backwoods and it feels uncomfortable, learn those woods, learn that other new direction so that it becomes natural. I'm getting now so it becomes a shortcut later. Take the road never traveled. If you're stagnant, I will be there with opportunity. If you have seen it all before, I will change the landscape. Without change, everything stops. I am the million paths that you could take. I am the urge to try something new. That's this. That urge to just go a different way, or do it a different way, or, you know, go down a different path. Go somewhere you never went before. Take a vacation to somewhere weird. Jump in your car and just drive and see where you end up for a one-day trip. You know, see where it brings you. Take the train, take a bus, take a random day and do something different. Take a different path to work. Even if you're at the same destination, go a different way than you usually do. Perhaps you'll see something along the way that you need to. I am the urge to try something new. I am the joy of a free and adventuresome way of life. I am the flurry of endless activity. You are ready to leave the comfort zone and mingle with new realities. So there we go. There's that uncomfortable feeling. You're ready to leave, you know, feel a little uncomfortable. Go hang out with some strangers. Join a meetup, join a class, do something you never thought you'd do at the end of January. Spice up your life a little bit. You are abundant in curiosity. You are active change. You are blending experience. You are Finch. All right. That was a cool reading, guys. So it's time to spice up your world, do something a little bit new, go down a different path, see where it brings you, and just trust that you're going to end up in the right place, even if it feels a little different and awkward in the beginning. Or this is you helping somebody else, you know, giving them a little spice or a little push into their world to end up where they should be later, if it's you that recognizes that in someone else. All right, I hope this was helpful. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.